A lot of different ways that offense can attack the defense.
1:23 to go here, first period. Herm back in the game as the quarterback, hands it off, and gets to the 23-yard line. And Tyler the ball carrier, Jamie Tyler. The other thing that's kind of interesting here, Herm was taken out for a series. Robbie Beck, who had the career-high 156 yards last week, really hadn't been in much of the flow, and in fact is not in the game right now, as Ellsworth comes on with a tackle that play. Tyler sets up again behind the quarterback Herm on 2nd and 7 after he picked up 3. Herm pounded, fumbled it. It goes right to his teammate, though, and a positive play, as picking up the football that time was Hawkins, and Vince Hawkins, a senior from Spring, Texas, says thanks for the nice bounce pass.
Well, Kyle Herm gets lucky here. He's going to do a little spin out here. Watch here on the contact. Herm, he gets raked from the backside, does a nice job of pulling the ball out. The defense does, and Vincent Hawkins, hey, got a fumble on the ground. I get lucky, get a good bounce and pop it to me.
Avance made the fumble happen.
From his defensive end position, coming up there, making a good play and bringing the ball out.
Then Leonard made the tackle, but Rice gets a first down out of it. And you talk to the Rice folks, and they'll say, that's the kind of year it's been. We've gotten the breaks when we've needed it. Let's see if they can take advantage of this one as they throw on 1st and 10, and it's incomplete, intended for Gavin Booth, their leading receiver. Olford was covering in the secondary for the Bulldogs.
Well, you have to keep the defense honest. You have to do the play-action pass, throw it out there. Sometimes they're going to make those catches. That would have been a good one if Gavin would have been able to pull it in.
And the yardage today, well, LaTech, of course, through the ground, and 183. Rice yet to complete a pass. Now, Rice, they are 10th in the league in passing, but they do throw for 104 yards a game, and much more effective with their throwing, even though they're not throwing it any more than they have in the past. Herm to keep it here on 2nd and 10, and he is smothered. Kyle Herm brought down on the play by Jerome Wallace, junior linebacker, 6'2", 239 pounds, out of Farmerville, Louisiana.
That's good play by the linebacker, scraping off tackle and getting back in the backfield and making a play on the quarterback. Bobby Gray covered well from the outside as well. And it takes a little while to get used to the pace of the game. We talked about here at the beginning of the show of their scout team doing a good job of preparing them for the option attack they were going to face. They actually took a wide receiver and let him play scout team quarterback.
And that ends the first period. The Rice Owls on the short side. It is Louisiana Tech in control with a 10-0 lead after 1 quarter play here in Ruston, Louisiana. Stay with us. Louisiana Tech with a 10-0 lead. Rice in trouble. 3rd and 14. The ball on the 27-yard line. As Coach Bignell on the left and Ken Hatfield on the right look on. They're 1 of 3 in 3rd down conversions, make it 1 of 4. The long ball over the head of Gavin Booth, the intended receiver. Covering was Corey Brazil, sophomore from West Monroe, Louisiana. And Herm and crew will come off the field and give it back to the Bulldogs.
A great job that time by the Bulldog defense, stopping the Rice offense again. Tom Massell, the defense coordinator, put a pretty good package together and combating this bunch, and the execution has been good by his defense.
Punting time for Travis Hale, and Hale on his own 11-yard line. Tech will get away from it, and great field position for the Bulldogs as they'll operate now on the 42-yard line after a 30-yard punt from Hale. And I don't know if the wind carried that one back a little bit or not, but certainly advantage Louisiana Tech. Let's take a look at the first quarter numbers here that have been posted by the Louisiana Tech offense. Almost look like a subliminal message. Here's the real one now, folks. Passing yardage 153, 30 yards of rushing, and Rice 63 yards, all coming on the ground. Time of possession, which we thought could be a factor, kind of interesting that it's pretty even.
Yeah, no turnovers in this ballgame yet, Bill. That's going to be a key factor as the game continues.
1st and 10 at the 42 for the Bulldogs. McCown, plenty of time. Pass Daig off his hands. Covering in the secondary, Clifford Sparks, a freshman from Grand Prairie, Texas, Dallas suburb. And also in the vicinity, Justin England.
Yeah, that's the touch pass I talked about earlier that Luke McCown has to throw a little bit better. He's got a quick slant coming in there. He's got to put it in a spot where the receiver can catch it. He actually threw it through the receiver that time.
McCown 10 of 17 for 153 as he sets up 2nd and 10. Franklin short of the first down, upended by Sparks. And they're going to mark it at the 49. It'll be 3rd and 1 coming up. A pickup of 9 that time for Eric Franklin.
Well, Franklin's going to come across. Look at the line blocking here. Nobody's getting to the quarterback. McCown's just able to stand up there and throw the football, go low on the tackle here. So he's got a good clean field of vision coming across the field, just delivers it down to Franklin. And
well, good point, Gary. That Rice defensive front is not getting any heat at all on McCown. 3rd down and 1 at the 49. One back. Play action. Complete. 35, 30. Down to the 15 and brought down there. The tight end, Major Richmond. Richmond just his 5th catch of the season. The touchdown saving tackle by Hebert. 39 yards on the play.
Well, you think you're going to throw to the wide receivers all day, but the tight end is a factor too in this offense. Major Richmond, a good receiving tight end. He's on the line up here on the left side. He's going to come across what I'd call a pop pass, get between the linebackers, get behind the man in coverage. That was Gatlin, didn't get him, and Jason Hebert has to come from his free safety spot to make the tackle. McCown looks the opposite way and comes back to his open tight end.
1st and 10 at the 12. The Bulldogs pitching a shutout and looking for 7 more with a 10-0 lead. The reverse to the 15, the 10, and down inside the 5 to the 2-yard line. Sparks making the tackle on Thompson.
Well, Frank Thompson, a senior, they're going to let him run the reverse play.
And be very close to 1st and goal. In fact, will be. Yep.
One of the few running plays that the wide receivers have here, and shows his speed. And watch him set up the blocks. Hey, he's not nothing outside, but I'll get in behind one of my big guys. That's Laverne, number 70, and he is big. He can clean something out.
6'6", 331 of big, and it's 1st and goal to go from the 3-yard line. Smith straight forward.
Joe Smith, the ball carrier.
Down to the 1. Joe Smith, junior from Cleveland, Texas.
To build this offense for Louisiana Tech on the year, it averages 440 yards, and you see what their production's been in the red zone. Very productive. 26 out of 28 times they're putting points on the board.
2nd down and goal from the 1-yard line. Let's see if we go back to Smith. They do, and he's in. Touchdown Bulldogs. Joseph Smith has got both scores today on the ground for Louisiana Tech in their first series of the 2nd period, and it's 16-0.
Well, just go behind your strength, the right side. That's Tom Curry at the right guard. He's big. Damian Laverne, we talked about him. They do a good job of cleaning it out for Joe Smith, and he takes it into the end zone.
Scobie will come on for the point after. 26 and 27 on the year, and has also hit the field goal today, so he's off to a good start this afternoon as well. Count it. 17-0. And the Bulldogs won the share of that WAC first place, and Smith and company helping give it to him so far. 17-0. Contest. And that fella's got both touchdowns for the Bulldogs. The last one a 1-yard run on capping off a 58-yard drive that required just 2:01. And Louisiana Tech has put the Owls back in their nest. It is 17-0. They still have plenty of time. We got just 12:44 remaining. We have 12:44 remaining. This one goes out of the end zone. First half action. But Rice is going to have to, establish something consistently offensively, and defensively they got to come up with an answer or two as well.
Well, first let's talk about the offense. The offense has been out through a couple of series now. They've seen how Louisiana Tech is defending them. So Ken Hatfield and his offensive coordinator, Scott Wachenheim, have to make some adjustments, find a way to attack this defense first and foremost. And when the Rice Owl defense gets back on the field, they've got to find a way to stop Louisiana Tech. They haven't done so today.
The Owls only lost to Nebraska, who, by the way, just finished off Oklahoma, so they will be #1 in the BCS rankings next week. Rice with victories over Nevada last week, Navy, Boise State, at Hawaii, as well as Duke and Houston, to roll in 6-1, in big danger of losing their first WAC game here today, though. And the first down keeper, Henderson, their quarterback, back in, and he picks up 7. It'll be 2nd and 3. Olford made the tackle on the play.
Another midline option there, and Henderson brings it around the corner. You'll see some adjustments by this Rice offense. That's what the magic is that Ken Hatfield has with it. He's able to see what the defense is doing and makes little subtle adjustments with his blocking and his paths at his backs on their option plays.
Fumble. LaTech still can't come up with it. Finally they do, and it'll be Bulldog ball at the 31-yard line. Bobby Gray with a fumble recovery, his 2nd of the year. This is a guy that gave thought to coming out early and going to try his work in the NFL. Well, Robbie Beck coughed it up that time, and Gray, who's easily their best player defensively, shows you another reason why. He finally came up with a handle. They could have had it earlier.
Well, Rice wants to try it up the middle, and he puts the ball in there, and Beck doesn't receive it. The ball's going to pop out, and Bobby Gray's just going to find it. If Heath Fowler, number 65, doesn't make the tackle, Bobby Gray's going to walk in for a score.
1st and 10 at the 31. So Rice doing so well in the turnover situation of the year. Coughs it up here. The screen pass is complete to Simon. He takes it to the 22-yard line before they're going to move it back a little to the 24. Green making the tackle. Brandon with the stop for the Rice Owls. But Rice came in, Gary. They were 2nd in the league, 20th nationally in turnover margin at +6. They'd had 8 interceptions, and that's the other thing that you're thinking, all right, they're going against a team that's going to throw it. Well, they haven't picked anything off, and now they've given one back and an opportunity the other way. 2nd and 3, and Smith brings it near the 20-yard line. May have to measure for the first down. We'll see. Looks like he may have it.
Well, everything is working for the Bulldogs here today, Bill. Just take a look at Joe Smith and that play. Jack Bicknell has got to find a way to break the rhythm, I think, of Rice right now. Keep the rhythm going, as they're doing a good job on offense, and defensively they're doing a good job of stopping Rice. And conversely, the Owls have to find a way to stop this offense.
As they look at Smith, Jack Bicknell was asking about, let me see here, who makes the schedule here? It's not the football coach, is it? Because when you take a look at the teams they have played last week, they did everything but beat Auburn down in Alabama. They have Kansas State in a game that was postponed earlier. They'll be going to Manhattan later this year. Next year, they've got Clemson, Texas A&M, and Oklahoma State all on the road. They've played Miami and Penn State and many others in recent years. And he said, well, hopefully, now that we're in a league and we're guaranteed some home games, he said, we can cut back a little. But he said, we do want to continue to play the best to try to make a name for ourselves.
Well, I talked to Jack about being in the conference, and he said it's a great fit for this football team. When you've been independent as long as the school has, and your bowl opportunities become less, so you have to measure here see if you got the first down on the 3rd and short.
Coach Hatfield not happy at all on the other sideline, as let me come out and measure here.
But being in the conference for Louisiana Tech, I think, is a good move for them. It's a really good fit. Good competitive rivalries within a region that they still come up short here, about 6 to 8 inches, it looks like, Bill.
So it'll be 4th down, and you make the call. As don't see Scobie coming on.
Well, I think it's a safe call. You're up 17 points. Go ahead and see if you can get the first down on 4th and continue for a score. At least your thought here is touchdown. That's the whole goal here. Go ahead and get a touchdown.
Stark wide right, Daig wide left. The 2 tight end set And the lone back is Joe Smith on 4th and less than a yard. They got it. Not by a whole lot, but didn't take much. Inside the 20-yard line. First down, Bulldogs.
Well, the crowd gets behind them. The big guys up front. Who's